Hello and welcome to the People Show. This is In the Drops, the #1 weekly virtual esporting cycling podcast. My name is Nathan Krake. I'm your host. I am joined by the Wind of God, Rob Bane. We discuss the world of indoor cycling, riding and racing. You'd think I'd remember this after doing it 55 times, but I still have to read it off a list. We check out current news and events, as well as share tips and strategies and for new and expert riders alike. If you're listening to our podcast, thank you very much on your favorite podcasting platform, shall I say. But we are live on YouTube. So come along to our YouTube channel and drop us a like, subscribe, and that would be awesome. Rob, hey, guess what we've got in this week's episode? We are going to look at stages 14 through 19. I'm not too sure why we're going to do this because it's turned into the TdF show and the Tour de France. We're going to have a quick look at the Zwift Academy. I had a crack at creating a custom workout on Zwift the other day, and we are going to give this whole Discord live drop in and talk to us, chat back thing a go again. So if you're jumping onto the stream and you've got a question, you want something to say, we are going to give you a platform to say it on. In our Discord channel, which you'll find the link in the description below or to the right-hand side. You can drop in there. There's a live talkback channel going on at the moment. You can pop in there and later on the show, we are going to, cut across to it. Hey, Darren, how are you? Yes, almost 1,000 subs. Thank you very much. That's a wonderful thing to bring up because that would be great to get to 1,000 subs. We've sort of stalled a little bit, about 940. Hey, don't forget we've got a quiz coming up later on the show. We're going to go head-to-head again. Hey, Rob, did you do... Oh, firstly, welcome. How are you? Let me just check. I think it's okay, but not too sure. Yes. Okay. No, you should be okay. Hold on, I'll just double check that. I didn't think you were. Yeah. Rob's messed up his microphone, so while he sorts that out, I'm going to take a sip of this. For those that are wondering, yes, it is cold here in Melbourne. It is 6 a.m. here in the morning, which is fantastic, but it does get a little bit chilly. Now I've had a really full-on week actually, so I've been going to a personal trainer for the last 4 weeks, and it has been absolutely monster. It's been so tough. Yeah, Darren, thank you very much, mate. Rob's just checking out his microphone now. So there's two platforms we've got. We've got OBS, which does all the streaming, and then we've got Video Ninja, which sort of does all the back-end connections. And I can say something now, Rob?
I'm speaking, but you may be getting echo. I don't know.
Yes, I'm getting an echo. Yeah. Can anyone else hear an echo?
What about now?
Yeah, no, it's still echoey.
Oh, man. I don't know what to do. I'll come out of Discord for a while.
Matt's saying it works. There's no echo. Perfect. Arctic Swifter, thank you, mate.
Okay,
Andrea,
I think we're getting echo. I'm getting echo
Discord.
of you, and you're getting echo of me. But
yep.
Okay, we're just hearing each other twice, right?
I think it's our Discord connection we've got going on. Good for us says, enjoy the suffering cycling.
Oh, would you remember we featured him ages ago? As one for the race review.
I tell you what, I'm going to jump out of the talkback channel for the moment until we get to it.
Yeah.
Because then I can... Is that better?
That sounds much better now.
Yeah. We'll have to figure that part out. Thanks, guys. Yeah, so we've got the Talkback channel, and we're so both in that channel, and we're getting a little bit of echo going on through our headsets. Yeah. So what I was saying was, a few weeks back, I joined a personal training outfit, and I've been doing some personal training for the last 4 weeks. So it's an 8-week kind of program, and I'm just about to cross off the 4-week mark, and that's why it's been a bit tough because so on the nights I'm not Zwifting or working on the podcast or doing things like that, I'm at this personal training place doing some specific training to try and help kick me over the line when it comes to, just to give me a little bit of an edge and winning and boost my my fitness up. Now, get this. I'm going to have a separate video that comes out about this, but they do a body composition scan at the start. So I don't know if anyone's done this. And you stand on a machine. It's got like little metal plates that you stand on, and you hold these 2 little paddles in your hands. And then the machine kind of sends some electrical signals through your body, and it sort of works out, what your body's made up of. The fat, the muscle, your bones, all these sorts of things. And it comes back, and it gives you this sort of overrating score. So, not surprisingly, my bio age is 50. I am 50. I was kind of hoping for a bit of a lower bio age. Like, I'm fitter and younger than I really am.
Yeah, even if it's just a couple of years.
45 or 40, that'd be great. But no, so I am unsurprisingly 50. But here's the big shocker. Now, I thought I was pretty fit. And Rob, would you think that just looking at me and the racing that I do and the riding that I do, that I look reasonably fit? No?
Yeah, of course I would. Yeah, of course I would. You're a magnificent specimen of a man.
All right, get this. So they have like a visceral fat kind of analysis. Now, I don't know if you know what visceral fat is.
It doesn't sound very good.
No. Well, anything with the word fat in there, I guess, is not great. But
I didn't like the visceral fat bit, really.
Is what they call deep fat. So this is the fat that clings to your organs. Okay.
Oh, that sounds like good fat.
No, this is not good fat.
Is it not? Is it not?
No, it's not great fat.
Do organs not need fat?
Not a lot of fat wrapped around them, no. That's what gives you, heart attacks, things like this.
Ooh.
And
don't want one of them.
Yeah, so the optimal range is between 1 and 5. Okay. So, and it goes up in scale. I think I'm not sure what the end of it is, but I guess, I don't know, hospitalization.
Lots.
Mine came back at 12.
Oh, what? Not higher being worse.
Higher being worse. Optimal between 1 and 5.
Oh.
I think average is between 5 and 9. Mine came back at 12.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're right, Darren. It is fat that makes you fatigued and other artery congestion. So it wraps around your kidneys and your liver and your intestines and pancreas and all these sorts of organs. Yeah, all the kind of organs that you can kind of do without. Yeah. And I was really surprised by that. And I kind of thought I ate well as well. I mean, I know I probably drank a bit too much, but yeah. So that's been interesting. So the last 4 weeks I've been trying to change my diet and drink a lot more water than I have been. So I should be drinking about 3 to 4 liters of water a day.
Oh, get out of it!
That's
a lot of crap.
The recommendation. I've been flat out drinking 3 to 4 glasses a day, let alone 3 to 4 liters. But I have upped it. I'm getting close on average of about 3 liters of water a day now.
That's a ridiculous amount. You shouldn't be drinking that much.
It's huge.
You don't need to drink that much.
But the reason why is because I'm training at least 3 days a week. Plus, I'm riding, a minimum of 150 kilometers a week. So, yeah, I think when you look at it that way, it's
Maybe,
that's right. And the trainer said, "Oh, yeah."
But all this stuff that you need to drink 8 liters a day or 4 liters a day—that's nonsense. Because you get water from food and
from beer.
It's just, exactly. You do.
Yeah. Is it pronounced? Have a look at the chat there. Is it Andre or is it? How do you pronounce that? I want to get the names right if I can. Hey, Mark, how are you?
Andre,
yeah. So Andre says, how much beer is there in the 3 liters of water? Not a lot. I don't drink a lot of beer. I mean, I do drink beer, but I'm not. Beer isn't my go-to. So it's usually wine. So especially because you have a glass before dinner, and then you have a glass while you're having dinner, and then finish the bottle off after dinner, and yeah, that's a shock. But how do you think all of us proper Clydesdales feel now? I know, Mark. I know. I was really taken back by it. Actually, it was a little bit scary, and I told Sharon this as well, and she went, "Oh," because she kind of thought the same thing. And we sort of base our fitness levels off each other, and she's a pretty fit person as well. But certainly, yeah, that was a bit of an eye opener to see that. So I've got 22 kilos of fat just in general on my body. So I weighed in at 85.5. Yeah. So the visceral fat isn't a lot, but it's considered high. So yeah, I'm trying to turn that around. But it's surprising. You think, yeah, you do a lot of riding and just general exercise, but no, it's not enough.
Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah, your personal trainer isn't going to say, "Oh yeah, you're perfectly fit."
Well, no, but
they would.
It wasn't just an observation. He looked me up and down and went, "Oh yeah, you probably could lose some weight." It was this machine I had to stand and say, "I'm going to do another. I'm going to do another scan today at after the show."
I wouldn't get too worried about it. Yeah, it's just a scan. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Just a scan.
Yeah.
Fuel for long rides. It is cold here, Niall. Thank you very much. It is. I haven't seen the temperature. Look, I'm inside, obviously, but yeah, I think it was like 6 degrees. So, but Rob, it is quite warm where you are. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nearly 30 degrees, man. It's too hot.
30 degrees.
Ridiculous temperature.
You guys don't know what to do with yourselves. Darren says
ridiculous.
Darren says it's 41 in Malta. He's melting.
That's just stupid. I wouldn't live in such a place. That's ridiculous.
That's more like Australian weather, that is. 41 degrees sounds more reasonable.
Live in a proper country where people are meant to live.
But Darren, it's more humid there, isn't it? Though in Australia, it's like
worse.
I think it's better. In Australia, we get this dry heat where you walk outside and the sun kind of just stings you. So especially in summer. But no, it's a heat wave in Europe. Indoor cycling with AC, way better. Oh, I'm actually going to head out on the road tomorrow for the first time in ages.
I still haven't bloody fixed my bike. I've got to.
Is the tyre still flat?
Yeah, that tire's... I've got flat tyres on my Zwift bike now as well.
Yeah, same.
I blew them up the other day. Flat tyre on there, and flat tyre on my TT bike. Oh,
I haven't pumped them up. Yeah,
but I'm gonna buy some with my birthday money that you organised.
Oh, I've got to send you those details. Yeah, so thank you for reminding me. Well, hang on, you going to buy a pump or are you going to buy new tyres?
New wheels, I think.
Ah, okay. That's a good idea. For both bikes or just the one that you ride inside?
No, for the outdoor one.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just change the tube on the indoor one eventually. But there's like little motivation, is it? It's like an indoor bike. Why do I need the front tyre blown up?
Yeah. Yeah. I do notice though that, so are you on like a mat or something, or you're just on a concrete floor or what?
On concrete, but I rest the front wheel in like an old style like bike parker thing. Just like two bits of metal. I just have it in there. Just
so don't you get the...
So when you hear all the squeaking when I'm sprinting.
Is that the noise?
That's not my bike. That's the parking thing, like bouncing up and down.
Oh no, that's the noise. But don't you get like a shuddering, like, because when the tire's pumped up, the tire gives you a little bit of, a little bit of give. I get that. I've got like mats. We've got our bikes on, and even then, it's bugging me now that it's flat because I can feel the rim kind of pushing against the floor.
Yeah, maybe a bit actually. Yeah.
Does anyone else have that problem with flat tires on their Zwift bikes? No one cares.
Well, it was always a bit of a delay in chat, isn't there? Anyway,
Yeah.
we've got stuff to sort of speak about.
Let's get into it. So yeah, personal trainer. I've talked about that. Yeah, what do you want to? Well, I've got a couple of things on my list, but what do you want to talk about? Anything in particular?
I'll tell you what I saw on Facebook this week. Someone was like, "Oh, I'm in bloody ACAT," something like that. There's no one here.
Yep.
And
I saw that.
other people. Oh, did you see Gary Padawa's comments?
No, what was that?
he just really laid into people, not into people, but he's like a really very strong A rider, like 4.5 kind of FTP, pretty bloody strong. And he's like, there's no races for A people. Why doesn't it all just mass start and everyone just racing in B category, collecting all these trophies? So you could, but you're not really winning the race. You're winning, imagine there was a running race where it was just for people who couldn't run less than 2 hours 30 for a marathon. Like, oh, you've won that race. You've run the race for the slow people. Well done. Or, you've won the race for. It's a fair point, really, isn't it?
So what do you think? Do you think they should do that or just no?
No, I don't think they should. I think there should be more people in A, like me, for instance. But
speaking of that, what's your take on the Zwift Racing Score? Like, we've had a bit of time with it now. You've been a few races with Zwift, where it's been the categories.
I think I've only done 2. And slightly concerningly, so my initial score was, I think, 7 or 8. And the way that they've split them at the moment, the split for the top level, which we're not meant to call A, but let's call it A.
Yep.
It was 7.25 for most of the races. So sort of kind of where I expected to be, approaching the top of B. And I came 12th in a race out of about 30. And my score still went up. So that kind of indicates that, you don't necessarily have to be winning B races to get
to increase your score
into A.
Yeah.
From near let's call it A. And then I won another one and it went up to 7.22 or something. So I'm on the verge. And I suppose that's fair. But it seems to be doing all right. It's just that there's still no one in A. And I don't know if it's because people don't want to race A who
probably should race A.
But yeah, I mean, people who've been forced into that category, they're like, oh, well, either there's no one there, so they don't race, or maybe there's just not enough people in it, or maybe, when they see the race, there's, the range is so high. If you see some with 6 watts per kilogram in there, you're like, oh, that's not going to be very fun. So, I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I'm obviously going to get upped, I would think, if I carry on improve, or, just staying where I am, I suppose. So that might help things. I don't mean me, but as it beds in, and the people who should be upped
in the higher categories. Upped. Yep.
Yeah.
Is it also? Do you think it's because a lot of the A graders are probably riding outside now, especially in Europe? And
not really.
No.
I mean, maybe a bit, but I don't know. Yeah, I suppose they're more likely to than any other category, aren't they? But I mean, it's a year-round problem, so it's not,
no, I think I'd be interested to see what because there's been a whole bunch of chat in that Zwift Labs club. But yeah, so my racing score is was 475. I had a couple of did not finishes where I've been trialing an old laptop that I want to resurrect for Zwift, and it crashed out a couple of times the other night halfway through the Douce France Z Racing Series. And it was really shit too. So like the first one happened right as the countdown went to 0. So we're all in the pen and like, doot, 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 boop. And then it just froze. And then by the time it sort of unfrozen, everyone was like 50, 100 meters at the road. And of course, at the start of the race, it's always really hard. I couldn't be bothered getting back on. So I waited another hour to try it again at 9:10 p.m. And this time got through to about maybe the 12 kilometer mark. I was all sort of working up towards the aqua.com. And again, it froze. And so I'm pedaling and I'm pedaling. I'm thinking it's going to come back. And it did come back. But this time the guys were like 100 meters up the road. I was like, oh man, I'm just not going to catch them. Yeah. So my score got bumped down. But I don't know. I think it's harder because I'm definitely in the lower half now of the category I'm in. Right. So I think I find it's a much more difficult race, especially if you're in that lower grade of. So I'm in the 400 to 575. category, and so now I'm fighting against lower, middle, B grade riders, and trying to stay on the front with them. So I think it's good in that respect. I think if you were really tied to being a winner in the say top of C, and then being pushed down the list, it's a bit of a punch in the guts. But I don't know. I think it's kind of working. I'm interested to see Mark saying he had one of the Zwift Lab Racing Score races 4th out of 20, so good result, but cagey and slowish. Yeah, look, I think it comes down to the actual race as well. But I mean that first part of that race I was in, that was full gas. I did a PR on the the intestines, the lead intestines, the squiggly bits along the river. So I did a PR on that. So it was definitely quite tough. Nice one. You have to race. Was that Evil Steph says, nice, you have to race versus me now, Nathan. Oh, okay. I'll line it up. I'll do it. Let's do it. We'll do the race. So I think it's been interesting. And I think maybe if they progress with it, and hopefully they do, it will be good to sort of see how, other people in more of the common races, the people that, the races that people are racing all the time, take to it. So there you go, Rob. I do have a positive thing to say about Zwift. I think it's a good thing they've done.
Yeah, I spoke to Tim briefly.
How is he?
Tim
Good?
Hansen. Yeah, and he says he wishes there were more categories or potential categories, because I suppose he's just got like 10, hasn't it, or something?
Yeah, he's got like 55.
I suppose it's the number of pens, isn't it?
Yeah, but am I right in saying now that they can do this if they were to go to completely get rid of ABCD and go to the Zwift Racing Score? Can't they granularly change the categories and just add more?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a great thing about it, that you can have. I think that the race organisers can just choose the range that they want for whatever their thing. I think the problem is that there's still only 5 pens, so you can't.
Physically,
you can't have more than 5 pens. I don't think. Though Paul Southworth's in the chat, so he'll know, I would think. I mean, it is great to just have categories, isn't it, that everyone can compete in, apart from A. Because there's no one there.
No one wants to race.
But Thomas has found some races, so and the big races like Chasing and wherever, they always have people in. So it's just if you race at my time, which is like 6 a.m. UK time, they are pretty dead.
They're pretty quiet. Yeah. It's the same as Australia. Anything sort of after 7 p.m. of a night time, it's really hard to get decent numbers in there. But Steve, you're right. The problem is to solve that bell curve of ability, and most of it's concentrated around high C, low B. If you look at it, so and maybe they've got to create more than 5 pens as they move forward. Have more than 5 pens.
Yeah, it's not going to help the A-cup problem, though, is it? If you have more pens.
No, it's not. But, with Zwift's goal to try and, make Zwifting easily accessible for everyone, maybe there's, a plethora of more riders coming on board soon.
Yeah, this guy, Gary, was saying, they're just basically they just want to give as many trophies away as possible, and they don't really care about the A races.
No, yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Hey, Zwift Academy, that was quietly released this week, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. I didn't look at it at all, but I heard that they'd... not that I'm not interested, I just didn't get around to it. I've been so busy this week. It's just been ridiculous.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I don't know anything about it, so if you do... Tell me all about it, Nathan.
I don't know much about it either. I was hoping you're going to have a little tidbit of information for us to go off.
We should just sit and read Zwift Insider instead of doing a podcast.
Should we just rename it to the Zwift Insider podcast?
Yeah.
What I did find
Zwift Insider with us.
What I did find funny was that it was just quietly announced. Like there was no fanfare, build up for it, that kind of thing. It was just quietly rolled out.
Yeah, it's just, we've started. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Have some fun with it, guys. See you later. But I tell you what, I'll be interested in though is to see when they do the Zwift. The academy, and they do the whole identifying the winners of the top sort of 3 or 4 of each, the men's and the women's.
Yeah.
And then they do the trials for the teams. Because we had Maddie on the show a little while back. She was the winner of last year's Zwift Academy, and that was she was fantastic. It was really great to watch that process and go through that process. So that's what I'm looking forward to, actually. But having a quick look, we've got the Hill Climbing Challenge. So for those that don't know Zwift Academy, they basically there it is there. So they essentially work out the different your different riding zones and then organize a route based on that. So it gives out the power push, the fatigue factor, FTP overload. So it just challenges all those aspects of the racing of your riding abilities, and essentially kind of gives you an overall view of where you're at. So you do a benchmark at the start, then you'll do a benchmark at the end, and you kind of guess where how you're proceeding.
I can't hear.
No, you can't hear me? You can't hear me? Your headphones are dropped out? Not again. Quick, while Rob can't hear us, let's say things about Rob. Anyone got anything to say? No? I'm not on mute. Yeah, 2022 they dropped the grip rides. Yeah, 23 they dropped ZA run and try. 2024 they dropped the grip workouts and solo workouts. So basically just power test now, yeah. Workouts, can do one. I'm sure Rob would agree, yeah. So Rob is madly trying to figure out why he said he can't hear anything now. Oh, this is a great show. So there's Zwift Academy that came up. There we go. The different wrestling homes. So, hey, is anyone going to be trying out and doing these things, or no one's really interested? Rob still can't hear us, it looks like it. No. He's looking around, he's clicking on things.
I can hear you now.
Oh, he can hear us now. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, what happened there? Did you knock a cable out?
I think my earpods must have run out of battery or something.
Oh.
They just seemed to die.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I only charged them just before the show, so
Yeah.
it seems strange. Maybe they weren't charging properly.
So, Rob, you're planning on doing the Zwift Academy?
No.
No?
It looks too hard. There's workouts in there.
There's workouts in there.
I do not do workouts. Though I am sorry that I didn't do the challenge this week that Mark set me. But
you didn't?
I really didn't want to do it. So I didn't do it. I mean, I have been busy as well. Well, I know. I will do it. I'm sorry. But I was up working till like 2 a.m. last night.
Yeah.
I had to get up at 6 to carry on working. I worked all day and I had like an hour at lunch. I was like, right, I'm going to go on Zwift and do my race. And I got on there. I was like, oh no, I'm meant to do the workout. But I was like, oh no, this is my only hour of fun the whole day until I get to speak to Nathan. So I'm not going to do this stupid bloody workout in my only... No one wants me to be miserable, do they? Do people want me to be miserable? Of course,
everyone loves it. People love it.
That's not fair. I don't want to be miserable and hate you all. I know, it's not fair. So I do owe Mark and the podcast a workout, but I was not going to do it today. Yep. Start off.
Thomas has just pointed out what the problem is with your earbuds. They have 22% visceral fat.
Should we do the call-in bit? Or should we do... When should we do that?
No, we'll do it a bit later. So we'll just remind everyone, if you go into our Discord channel, the link to our Discord channel is in the description below or to the right. I'm getting that better now, right? There we go. Depending on how you're looking at us. You can jump in there. There's a voice channel called Live Talkback. Now, hopefully I've set it so that everyone mutes as they come into that. Otherwise, we're going to get a whole bunch of noise flowing through the channel, but we'll see how we go. So jump in there. If you've got a question...
We have invited people, so we should get to it. We should not forget about it.
We are. Yeah. Speaking of workouts, so I actually got around to doing or to creating a workout because I wanted to have a look at how easy it is to create a workout. And it's actually really easy. Niall says he only speaks German. Types in English, speaks in German.
Even I've done it. I've done a workout.
You've created one? Yeah, I've never created one before. So I went through and created one.
You should do a video on it.
I am going to do a video on it. I'm halfway through it. So I've created the video on the creating the workout part. And it's super easy. So for anyone who hasn't done this before, you can fake several German accents. Anyone who does it, it's actually really easy to drag and drop the different zones onto your graph. And then I put a whole bunch of comments in there. I mean, the comments are aimed particularly towards me, but they'll be fun for other people to see if they do. And then basically I designed this one as a racing, like a ZRL training. So it's essentially mimicking a ZRL race where we've got a bit of a heavy start and then it's sort of undulating and then it works up to a sprint. And I'm really looking to try and get my sprint back a little bit. So I've sort of pushed that a 30-second sprint effort at 800 watts, 850, 900, and then 950 for the finish.
How long are those sprints?
30 seconds.
Oh, okay. Do you find your trainer reacts quick enough for that?
Yeah, I've not had a problem with it. You've got the kicker core?
No, I've got the Zwift Hub one. But
that's the jet black, isn't it? I think when I did it,
maybe, yeah. I think when I did it, I think I maybe in the end switched the sprints to be in like free ride, do whatever you want kind of thing. So I don't know how that worked exactly, but yeah, I like the build up to the sprint. You've got a little build up as well, nice.
Yeah. So the reason why I've done the sprints, and Lee, thank you for asking that. Why would you not just race? Well, the problem is that, like with anything, you do the absolute bare minimum you have to do in a race to win. So you're not going to do extra efforts. But where I'm failing is that I'm not hitting that high end, that top end sprint. So at most I'm getting like 750. I might touch on 800. Whereas I'm hoping this is going to force me to reach up to 800 and above. So that's why I call it the Kraken. And thank you to Andrew Hutto Hudson for naming it. I posted the graphic in our Discord channel and said, hey, check this out. And initially it was called Nathan's Impossible Workout. And I thought, there's got to be a better name. And then I was asking Sharon, and she said, ask the guys on the channel. And so Hutto came back with the Kraken. I thought, that was awesome.
Yeah, it's a
biggie. And then I think Lee came back. Thomas came back. And if I do another one, he said you should call it Snap Kraken Pop or Snap Kraken Pop.
Very clever.
God, they're very clever,
aren't they?
I know, they're super smart. These guys, just smart and funny. And
English isn't even his first language.
Yeah, no. And I'm not even getting these things, so yeah. But you're right, Niall. It's got a TSS of 179, so it's brutal.
Ooh.
It is
You've
brutal.
done it, have you?
No, I haven't done it yet, so I'm doing it this weekend. So I did the video of me creating the workout. And as I said, with the personal training, I just running out of time between traveling to work, because it takes me an hour to get to work and then an hour to get home. And then as soon as I get home, then it's like FTP is set wrong. I don't think it is. My FTP is about 250.
Yeah, I would make those middle bits a bit easier, I think. So you
I'm going to find out.
If it's a sprint training thing, then you need proper rest before you can get a good sprint in, I would say. But
yeah. But the thing is with ZRL, especially with points races, is you just don't get that. Like we did the AH.
You're not going along at FTP, above FTP for most of the race.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Oh, maybe 230. But it fluctuates between, those small ones fluctuate between, I think, 230 and 270. So it's just up and down, up and down. Anyway, going to see how it goes. You don't have to all bag me just yet. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can't. We'll see how it goes.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Hey, did you hear about the XP to the amount of XP you need to get to level 100 has changed again?
Yeah. I'm really sorry. I almost cancelled the show because I've got nothing to say and I haven't looked at anything. I did see that James Bailey did some nice. Who's agreed to come on the show, by the way. We're going to get James Bailey.
Oh
at some
yes,
stage, but he doesn't. He can't do Friday nights, so that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw you did a nice visualization, but yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know how it's changed. I'd never look at it. It goes up eventually, and you'll get there. Don't worry about it. It's it's not fair and all sorts. But
it's not fair. Well, it is what it is. I mean, what can you do? You can't change it. But there is a good graphic on it that Eric from Zwift Insider did.
he did as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he's great that way. So
it's right in the middle. What more can you want? It's not as bad as the old one, and it's better than the. Oh no, it's not.
It's more.
Which one is it?
It's the orange one.
It's the orange one.
So it's now 807,000 XP. You need to get to unlock level 100. So before it was in September, it was it was a sharper curve up, so you kind of did it more quickly. But now it's it gives you an understanding. So almost 750,000 to get to level 60, and now it's 807,000 to get to level 100.
Yeah, I do feel bad for people who care about it, but
you just don't care.
What you can do.
Does anyone else care?
I don't care. I don't care about it. As soon as I got the wheels, I didn't care. But I can understand why people would. If that's your thing, you want to level up. Fair enough. But
a lot of riders like that. Yeah, yeah. Not everyone can gauge their performances with podiums.
Exactly.
Paul says XP yawn. It's just news, man. It's just stuff going on.
We've got all these people waiting to join. Maybe talk to us. I'm
looking. There's no one in the Talkback channel yet.
Well, we haven't asked them to join.
Yeah, they can go and join. They can just go sit in there.
Okay.
But the problem is, if you want
to come talk to us, join the live. What's it called?
There's live Talkback channel. But here's the problem, though. When we go to get them to do that, because they might have to move away from YouTube to go and do it in Discord, especially if you're on your phone. So so don't have to do it just yet.
Why would that be a problem?
Because depending on your phone, if you've not got a YouTube Premium subscription, your YouTube stops. So on your phone, all you get to see is Discord, and you won't see YouTube. Right.
Yeah. Why would they need to see that?
Well, they wouldn't be watching
if they're in the show. Why would they want to see us if they're talking?
Yeah, because if they go across now, they won't be able to see anything. We'll give it 10 minutes. Okay. 5 minutes.
Okay. I think Darren Brandit's going to join.
Yeah,
come on, Darren. Come on, chat.
You've got some videos, yeah?
Yeah. Should we have a look at them?
Yeah, let's do that. Which one do you want to look at first?
Let's look at JD's.
Yeah?
Yeah. First ever, this is a new feature on the show called Rate My Race, where Nathan and I, Zwift experts, rate you send in your race and we'll rate it. These are all on the Z Racing course this week, which is the extremely dull Duce route. JD, he comes off he's a bit too far off the pack at the start, and he doesn't. In the first few bumps, he doesn't relax enough on the downs. I suppose he's maybe too far behind. The pack's split up, and in the small bit, and he's having to work. So I think this really kills him a bit, really. And then he hits the front. What are you thinking, JD? He does nice relaxy bits down here. He stops pedaling. As I look at that down there. You don't need to pedal down that -4%.
No.
And JD does it, so that's pretty cool. And he's got. Have you watched any of his streams? He's such a cool guy.
He's a solid rider. Solid rider.
And is he like some sort of legend or something? Is he? Everyone seems to know him. Is he famous from something or something like that? Anyway, he does a reasonable job on the flat bit. Could be maybe a bit steadier at the back. Doesn't chase those stupid breakaways, which never ever work from here. Really. So that's all goodish. Maybe a bit too far forward in general. Would you say? And then approaching the only interesting bit of the route, the aqueduct reverse. He just touches his glasses, like looks away, like looks away for a moment, and then the pack's gone, and that is it. The race is done in a moment. You can't lose concentration like that. Now, maybe it was power, maybe he didn't have the power, but it did look like he looked away. And then when he looked back up, it was like, oh, where's the pack gone? Yeah. So, and he shouldn't have. He didn't. He had an aero there.
Yeah, okay. He could have used that
until they're gone.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Save the aero for the finish. Sorry, JD. You're a great racer. And he's with Hawk Tour in this little breakaway there. I've never. Can you see it? Hawk Tour.
Do you know where that comes from, don't you?
Assumably some sort of original American Indian,
YouTube meme? Yeah, Hawk Tour.
What about... Yeah, I know it, yeah. And he's in a little group with Hawk Tour, and he takes his little turns. I like that. If you're in a group, I think if you're going for 28th place, take a little turn and work with them to get home. But then when it comes to the finish, start drafting. Yeah, you might want to work with them to get home, but
but then the sprint is like you're winning, going for first spot.
Yeah. No, you go for it, yeah. And he takes second place, which I think is a reasonable place to take in the run-up and a group head-ho, and then hits the arrow, maybe slightly too late, but he does go. Yeah, wins his group head-ho. I would give that on a scale of A to F. I would give that
I'm going with like a C grade. I'm going with a C. Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, see, we are
solid
Zwift
C
experts in alignment. Yeah, I want to take a mark off him. I might go for a D for not using the aero when he was in an emergency situation.
Oh, I think that's just when you're in the red, you sort of just don't think straight sometimes. I wouldn't take that away from him. I've done that before.
I'm a hard taskmaster. I can't go giving out pass marks for everything.
Maybe give him a C minus.
Oh, go on then.
Give him a C minus. Sorry, I'm laughing at the chat. The guys in the chat are going, just making me laugh. Cookie, thank you very much. I needed someone to say that.
Oh yeah, his streams are awesome with his cowbells. Except that's why I can't watch him as much, because I often listen with my speakers on, but my children are like sleeping below me. Yeah, and there's just cowbells going off all the time, so I have to turn the volume down or off to watch his race. He's got ding 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 all the way through his race. It's like, I can't do this. I'm waking my children up.
Okay, so we've got Mark's race. You want to have a go at this one?
Yeah, Mark Colclough, same course.
Who recently joined our Discord?
Yeah, I sort of invited him too. So I could see his race. I watched this one live, and I've sort of taken the same sections from the race. So start good, get some draft. He's a bit more watchful of people getting away. Maybe too watchful there actually, but does pretty decent job on the rollers. Maybe could have relaxed a bit more on these initial downs where they are quite significant.
Yeah, but it's always hard though on those little rollers. You want to stay towards the front because you don't have to be like JD and then have to catch back on again. But that's a bit too far front.
I think rollers are what indicates how good your racecraft is. Yeah. I can stay at the back pretty much through these, and I'm not like blowing my own trumpet, but I used to hate Titans. When I couldn't do it, but once you can do it, I love it because you get all the advantages of that's where it really pays. Yeah, to have the ability to modulate your power,
fill your power.
Yeah, and I know that I'm just saving so much. So when it comes to if you go into Titans Reverse, I'm saving so much energy compared to everyone else on the run in to Titans Reverse that when I hit it, I'm already at a massive advantage. Yep, because you've saved so much. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, so he's coming into the aqueduct. Yep. He's quite watchful. He hits the front, trying to break it up a bit. Doesn't really work. It's always a quarter of people get dropped there. Pretty much. It's just like one quarter. It's always a quarter. No matter.
I don't know why either. This maybe just not paying attention. JD.
Yeah. And he. So I told him to do a fake breakaway here. I was in his chat and I said, just break away, try and get them to use their power-ups as you go through the banner.
Yep.
And it kind of works, but no one really follows him either.
Yeah.
They just sort of let him go.
Yeah.
And it is, it's quite far to go, so it's sort of understandable. But I almost told him to go for it. I was like, they're not following, just go for it.
Yeah.
And he was like, maybe, but it's a long way to go. So
maybe.
yeah. So he backs it off. He backs it off, and then how far is that to go? It's too
About
small for me to see.
6Ks.
Yeah, so they catch. This is ideal for a breakaway, isn't it? Where you catch someone, so everyone's a bit tired, and it also looks like you're just rolling through them, accidentally going. So no one tends. You've got a good chance.
No one
of
jumps
getting
on
a gap.
Yep.
Yeah, so he gets a gap, and he's still not fully committed here because he's kept his aero. So if you're going to fully commit, get the aero. Use your aero. Just kill their will to chase as soon as possible. And look how close they get here. The backs are within like a second or so.
But no one's working on the front.
No, everyone stops working, thinking, he's going to give up.
Yeah,
but he puts it down again. He puts it down again. Then he's like, and I'm like, use the arrow, get him, just go for it. And I think he uses the arrow. The gap grows a bit, and they do come back again. I think, like with about 2Ks to go, get it back down to a second. But look at the determination on him. He's using nice little sort of micro rests. You've got to take little rests on this. And then wax down the power. And there are, even though it says 0%, there are bits where it's undulating, and you've got to feel that, haven't you?
Yeah.
So this is absolutely terrific effort, and he just takes it all the way home. And
he absolutely smashed it.
Yeah, it was class. Yeah.
And
I don't want to be giving out A's every week, but I think
I didn't know.
I think you've got to go with A with this one.
A or a B plus.
Oh, what you taking, Mark? What could you have done better?
Well, I'm not sure you can do anything better, but I don't know if you can give it an A, because there's got to be other races that will come up where it would just be something outrageous. Okay. Yeah, so I'm sticking with just keep your powder dry, and I'll go with a B plus.
Oh, you're harsh. Oh, blimey. Okay, let's go with B plus. Yep. Oh, that is harsh. That. And then it's awesome. It's like his best race ever.
Well, because you get A's like, it's done now, and everyone sort of doesn't worry about trying any harder. And if you B plus, there's always that little bit of a carrot. And then we've got Stu Cox.
Yeah, is no one going to join our chat thing?
Nope. No, we're not going to do it again.
I hate you all. Come on.
Holly turn this down.
I thought Holly was going to join at least.
Yeah, come on, Holly. You in there?
Darren. Get your phone out.
Well, that's the problem. So I think that's our challenge, which is you need really two devices to do this. All right, talk me through Stu here. What's going on?
Oh yeah,
man,
sorry. Yeah. Oh, isn't his setup nice? Apart from that stupid table, doesn't his source thing look great? Apart from that stupid table on the right, who would have one of them?
It's good. What are you talking about? It's all the information you need that Zwift should show you in game. Yeah, it is.
Okay, which team are they on? How far ahead are they? I can't.
You can tell right there the gap.
I can't see anything.
I don't know. What's your problem? Do you need some glasses? Or?
I cannot see a single thing that I want to see in that table.
So you can see his position. You can see the gap before and after him.
How can you see his watt per kilo? It's all over the spot.
No, the gap. You can see the riders ahead and behind.
What?
It's obviously if you're in the one group, you're not going to be worrying too much about it. But if there's broken up into gaps, you can see exactly how far a rider is out the front. So they're 1 second ahead, or 1 second behind, or 2 seconds behind. And then you've got watts per kilo, you've got the wheel, and you've got their speed.
Weebar is stupid. I'd never shot that anyway. Ridiculous table. Anyway, he doesn't get a bloody decent power up the whole race, I don't think. Or maybe he did get an arrow and he wasted it. So I think he got an arrow in the first half and he wasted it. So losing a mark for that. But thanks for sending it to you. Sorry if we're slightly harsh. But then he pays for it by getting 2 trucks. The game's like, you wasted it, so I'm giving you 2 trucks. And he doesn't really. I don't think he's not using these undulations as well as he should.
Yep.
But it's staying decent position, doesn't hit the front too often, and brings it into the brings it into the finish. I think it just lets them get off him. You need to be a bit further ahead in the finish.
Yeah, they're stringing out.
Yeah, they're stringing out, and you're just sort of letting them go. Could have used the truck a bit later, I think.
Still 400 meters. Now it's just under 400 meters, 300 meters to go.
Well,
if he goes now,
he's got 3. Yeah, no, but now he hasn't got the truck, and they've gone. The race is gone. But yeah, it was a good finish. Good power down. But I think if he'd got a bit further forward, he would have got more draft. Because you want the draft of not the most people, but the fastest people as well.
Yeah.
So if they're going faster, you get more draft off them. So you need to be a bit further ahead, going behind the fastest people, even though you're not maybe getting as many people, but you're also in position to chase as well, and it just got away from a bit. But good race, and
good job. I'm going with maybe a C plus, B minus, C plus. Because technically you didn't podium. You can't give a B to someone who didn't podium.
I've got to go.
C?
I think maybe even C minus. Sorry, Stuart. But when you send us another one when you podium.
Yep, and we'll re-rate it again. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job. Thank you very much. Hey, if anyone wants to know how they can do this, you jump on our Discord channel. Either just submit your link to your YouTube video that you want us to have a look at, and we'll bring it on. Otherwise, just drop us a comment in the description below, and let us know as well. Well, Jonathan, you're right, mate. We actually did one. We used to have a segment called the Sunday Roast, but that went a bit maybe too hard in the paint because we really tore strips off people when they butchered a race. So,
Lucky sent a nice one in. I just absolutely whipped it up.
Everyone stopped sending videos in. Yeah. So, maybe this is a nicer way to do it. But thank you. Hey, I do want to play the tour because I just spent time editing it. So let's do that, and then we're going to jump into the quiz. Unless you got anything else you want to rage on about?
No, let's go for it.
Because no one's jumped. Oh no, we've got JD in the talkback. Hang on, let's do this week first.
Hey, go on then.
Let's try this. What? JD's in there.
Okay, let's try.
And no one else is in there. Zwift is in there. All right, hang on.
JD.
Hello. Can you hear us? He's not talking. Oh, hang on, he's muted. That's why. I'm unmuting you, JD. Hang on 1 second. Because what we didn't. Hang on. How do I unmute? There we go. Oh, I can't. JD, can you unmute yourself? Because you've come in unmuted, and now I can't unmute them. Darren's there as well. He's muted too. It's working exactly how I want to do, and I thought I could just right click on it and unmute them. But they're not muted though. I can hang on. I can ban them. No, I don't want to do that. That's so frustrating. Oh my god, that's so bad. Because I should be able to click on the button and mod view more. Oh, that's so shit. And they're right there. I can hear it. Like I can see them. Rob's muted now too. Rob, are you muted as well? Have you muted yourself? Yeah. On your mic? You hit the button? There we go.
It's just you talking to yourself. Oh dear.
Hang on. What I'll do is I'm going to do this. I'll allow speaking. And if you guys are still listening, can you just jump out and jump back in again? So just disconnect from the talkback and then reconnect to the talkback. There we go. There's JD. JD, can you hear us? Oh,
yay! There we go. Our first phoning guest. How you doing, JD? Oh, thanks. Well,
How
you
awesome is
are.
this? All right, and Darren's there as well. So if Darren, you want to just disconnect out of that and come back in again, you will be unmuted. But yeah. Oh, you don't hear him. Oh, hang on 1 second.
Oh,
JD, can you say something? Yeah, you're doing a great job. It turns out it's me that's this. Hang on.
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Have you got your
I don't know
YouTube
if the
on you?
internet can hear you.
Yeah. Have you got your YouTube running there, JD, or just maybe mute? That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, no worries. Hang on 1 second. I'm just going to go and do a quick. Guys, there's nothing like working this stuff out live, is there?
Oh, am I hearing it twice now? It's freaking me out.
If you guys need help setting
Yeah,
stuff
there we
up
go.
later on, if you guys
Oh,
need
no,
help setting stuff up,
Yeah, I
think
might
we're
actually,
alright.
I might actually reach
now.
out to you, but yeah, it works now. So, can you guys hear JD in the stream? Oh, there he is, says Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan.
There we go.
Awesome.
There we go.
And I think Darren's there as well. Hey, Darren, how are you, buddy? We hear voices. Yes. Oh, David Hyvey, how are you, mate? There is someone. Hey, so JD, what do you think of Rob's assessment of your race?
I just got home from work, so I have to go back and watch it.
Oh.
But I imagine it's brutal.
Hey, so it was. JD, what do you think of Rob's assessment of your race? Bit of delay.
Someone
there.
got YouTube. Someone got YouTube on.
Yeah. Darren, if you got YouTube on, can you mute your YouTube? And Chris as well? Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute these people and then I'm going to come back to you guys. So Chris has just joined, Darren's just joined. Yeah, so JD, you'll be interested to go back and, yeah, lots of feedback and have a look at what Rob says about your race. It was a good race there, mate. You did really well.
Yeah, it's been tough. I mean, if you guys want to talk about Zwift Score for a second.
Yep.
Yeah. I want to see the beginning of the podcast and stuff. I know you guys were talking about it, but at the end of the day, for me, it's very tough because I am a mid-C at best.
Yep.
And I'm getting dumped in races with Bs and As, and it's been brutal.
It's hard, isn't it? I'm the same.
Brutal.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm now a mid to lower C in the Zwift Racing Score, and you're racing against lower mid Bs, and it's just really hard.
Yeah, it is tricky.
Were you knackered by the time you got to the aqueduct? Was that the problem?
Yeah, I was trying to push, and I just couldn't. There was no more gas. I kept it on for as long as I could, and then at the top of the aqueduct, I tried to keep it on to just kind of regain and hopefully on the downhill get some back. But it was by that point it was too late, and then it was a matter of teaming up with those three guys and trying to pull back, which felt not bad, but at the end of the day, you're unsuccessful.
The aero. It feels weird to use it on a hill because obviously you don't think you're going that fast. But people do sprint up it, so it is still the best way to use it. Like as you're going up, because everyone's like going for it. And if you look at your speed, it's like heading into the 40s. Yeah, I think that could have kept you on maybe. But
Yeah,
anyway, it was a good race. Good race.
next time.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks,
thanks,
JD, our first calling guest.
Going to mute you. Thanks, JD. Thanks very much. Guys, I know that we're getting a bit of echoing going on with Rob, and I'm still trying to figure out some bugs here. It's only because Rob's feeding back into Discord. Discord's coming back into to our stream, and so I've got to work through that. But Darren, hey Darren, you there? G'day, Darren. Hey, Darren. No, Darren.
I muted him to try and get rid of the YouTube feedback, but I've unmuted him now. But
yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll come back to Darren and we'll go on to Chris. Hey, Chris, you there?
I muted him as well.
I've just unmuted Chris. Hey, Chris.
Just trying to get rid of the YouTube feedback, but we just did ourselves.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll come back to Darren and we'll go on, Chris.
Hey, Chris. How are
that
you?
doesn't work, does it?
No. Hey, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for joining us. So, what do you think about the Zwift Racing Score? I think that's what we've been talking about. It could be a bit delayed there too.
I'm fine, Nathan. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you for joining
I can hear you. You can hear us,
No
okay?
problem.
Yeah. Awesome. So, what do you think of the Zwift Racing Score?
Well, I could talk for a long time about it, actually. And initially, I'm in low. I was in D.
Yep.
Yeah, awesome. So, what do you think of the Zwift Racing Score?
Have you got YouTube?
Initially, I thought it was pretty good.
Hey, Chris, have you got your YouTube playing in the background there as well?
I was in D.
Yep. Yeah, awesome. So, what do you think of the Zwift Racing Score?
I think we might look. I think we might have to come back to this, guys. Chris, mate, we'll definitely get you back on again. But we're getting some audio. Yeah, you going to turn it down? Awesome. No, it's still getting a little bit of feedback there. I tell you what, we'll refine this. It is working. It's working. But we are going to have to iron through some technical bugs there. So. Yeah, sorry, Chris. I'm going to re-meet you there again, buddy. We'll give Darren one more go. Hey, Darren. You there?
Hey, guys. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, Darren. How are you, buddy?
Perfect, my friend. Now, I had a problem with my laptop and I'm logged from my phone, so everything is okay now.
Oh, perfect. There we go. And you're very clear as well. So what do you think about the Zwift Racing Score? Have you been using it much?
Not yet too much, only one time. And I saw that actually the categories are quite balanced, but the only thing is that it's like favoring a bit the sprinters.
Yeah,
since, and they're having a much higher score, honestly, and
yep.
Like,
what do you think
people are being with B category and
yeah, do you think it's favoring the Swifters because it's been a flat race, or do you think it would be different if it was more of a hilly climb?
I think the marginal gains that you get from a climb are much less compared to a proper flat race, like, for example, what we are having right now, the douche France or whatever it's called.
Douche.
Did you know Darren's hoping to represent Malta at the next Olympic Games, Paralympic Games, and possibly being flag bearer for Malta?
No way. Really?
Yeah.
How awesome!
Not at Paris, at Los Angeles.
Yeah, because I didn't want to do the Paris one because I wasn't in a right state of mind in terms of the sport that I wanted to do. Because the short version of the long is that I don't qualify. Unfortunately, give me a second because my dogs are going crazy. Give me a second.
Yeah, tell those dogs to be quiet.
Yeah,
he's going to do triathlon.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's awesome.
Kind of participated in triathlon.
You're breaking up, mate.
My swim, but it should be okay now. So let's see.
Oh, that's good news. All right. Hey, Darren, thanks for joining us, buddy. I'm gonna just put you back on mute there. There we go. That kind of worked. I think we can work this. So thanks, guys. Yeah,
really appreciate it. So couldn't go to work for Chris. But yeah, great.
Yep. No, I think we can make this work. So I've just muted you now, so you should be good.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, Chris.
That was.
Oh, that was well done, man. That was awesome.
Well, it's a bit of work in progress, I think. But I think we can fine tune it. I might get JD to give me some help if you're listening, JD, and see if we can sort it out. David Hybe says it doesn't favour the sprinters. Yeah, well, David, I don't think David likes Zwift Racing Score anyway.
Oh yeah, he was quite well against it, wasn't he?
Quite adamant. He's not a supporter. I think David's been pretty vocal in the Zwift Labs club chat as well. So
I've come out there.
Yeah, no, there's lots of messages. I've had to turn the notifications off because it's just too much. Yeah, okay, good. Well, I think... Oh, no, we're going to watch the TDU and then we'll quickly go and do the quiz and we'll wrap this up.
Okay.
All right, is your fan on?
I'd put it under the desk because I thought I could get away with it, but I'm
I can
sweating. Look at this horrible sweaty thing. Ooh.
All right. So... yeah, I've kind of...
Bit depressing, this. I mean, come on. Is this the climby one where they go up the climbing like faster than anyone's ever done by,
by minutes?
Going faster than Lance by 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's 20. What did they say? He was doing 6.5 watts per kilo for 27 minutes.
More, I think. I think it's near 7.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and look how tired he is. So that was a bit.
How do you think they're going to beat him? Not in this particular tour, but how do you think they can beat him?
Carbon monoxide, apparently, is the way to go. You see that? He goes. Journalist asked him, "Oh, so do you use carbon monoxide?" And he's like, "No, I don't know anything about that." And then the next day he came back and said, "Oh, actually, yeah, I do occasionally inhale carbon monoxide." I forgot to tell you. Yeah.
Well, hang on. So what's the benefit of that? I thought you were joking.
No, serious.
Wow.
Apparently, they say that they only use it for testing to see how they will cope with altitude or something. But apparently, other people are saying that, purely coincidentally, it could also mask PED usage.
Oh. You're not
obviously, they wouldn't be using it for that. Obviously.
No, you're not suggesting anything, though, are you?
Oh, no. So we had Pog, then we had Sprint, Phillipson won. Was it Phillipson? Oh.
Yep. Oh, no, this is the intermediate.
Oh, okay.
And then there was a crash. God, I don't know how there aren't more crashes around these obstacles, these roundabouts and stuff.
Oh, that was when Bane was in it, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I think so. Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he missed out on this sprint, so it was like,
okay, yeah.
Is the green in danger?
But it's not really. There.
Green's all tied up.
What a monster. Look at that.
Yeah. He's not happy either.
Man.
Matthew.
Yeah.
I can't win any races. Like, oh yeah, you're not good enough. Like, go and do a B category Tour de France. You'll win that one.
What, do you think they should have a category for all the ones that don't come first?
Yeah, B category Tour de France. And then Carapaz with the he now works for the famous drug sheet, doesn't he? Jonathan Voters, who was at the epicenter of the drugs thing. So I was just really disappointed and like, oh come on, look at this whole thing. I was like, yeah, well done.
Well done. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I could enjoy it. Like, other people just watch it and go, wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Isn't that great how fast he went up that hill? I wish I could enjoy it like that. But
no,
Jonathan Voters,
look at this again.
Get lost.
But it's really come down to, like, there's 4 teams that it just sort of cycles through now, literally cycles through, who just keep sort of winning it. And the rest of the teams just don't have a chance. They don't have the money. They don't have the resources.
But this then brought my love back for it. It's like Victor Campenaerts. Victor Campenaerts is just like a diesel extreme, breakaway specialist, but he never wins because he hasn't got a sprint. So he starts faking out with about 8 kilometers to go, and they've got about 40 seconds on everyone. He starts going, "Oh, I'm tired. Sorry, Michael. I took the breakaway away, but I'm too tired to go now." I wonder if he even came up with a deal with this new guy who's in second, this French guy. I can't remember his name. So maybe he agreed to go first, and Victor wouldn't chase him, and then the sprint, he's just Mikkel's already them two are both knackered from one sprinted and the other tried to catch him. Victor Campenaerts, come on!
That was a great win.
Oh, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I was screaming for him to win. And so it was good.
So is anyone going to, is he, Pog's got this all stitched up, hasn't he?
Yep.
It's too much of a gap. No one else can beat him.
Not even close.
Yeah.
And then he won today, did he? I haven't seen today's, but
this is, sorry, spoiler alert, stage 19.
Yeah. Oh, he wins by a mile again by going up the hill really fast. Yeah, well done.
There's hardly anyone behind him. You can like just daylight.
I wish I could enjoy it. I really do wish I could enjoy it.
It's kind of lost a little bit of its fun now because it's just over. I mean, it was over about 3 stages ago.
It was over in the day one, really. His performances are too good.
Yeah. Questionably too good?
They're much better than
everyone else in the world.
Performance enhancing drug days. And bikes aren't lighter, and they're not much faster going up hills. Sorry, I just don't believe you. Yes, they pushed harder at the bottom, and there was more of a thing, but bikes aren't that much faster than they were then.
All
up
right.
hills, especially.
So 2 stages to go. Yeah, it's pretty much stitched up. They're really fighting for second place now.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Did it? I don't think anything happened in the second place battle. I mean, Evenepoel could. I don't know how much time you could take back on someone in the what you call it, TT, but he'll obviously stand a very good chance of beating thingy to I can't remember his name. Jonas Vingegaard to second.
Yes.
If I don't know how much time he could make up, but yeah, he could potentially. I don't know. His form's getting better, and Vingegaard's is getting worse. It seems so.
So that was So that's stage 19 general ranking. That's what I wanted. Is it going to refresh? Yeah. Yeah. So Vingegaard is what's that? 5 minutes.
Yeah, but it's 2 minutes. Evenepoel's 2 minutes behind him.
Behind him, and then after that it's like another 7 minutes. So yeah,
and they're his teammates, so they're not going to catch him up.
No. Well, that's another win for the man, isn't it? All right, let's bring this home and let's do a quiz.
Yeah.
I was looking for my my intros. There we go. Quiz time.
I'm sorry, Mark, for not doing your challenge. I will do it at some stage.
Yeah, we'll do it.
I did not want to do it this way.
I just flat out just didn't want to do it.
I didn't.
Didn't want to do it.
You haven't done yours yet.
No, I know. It's just I don't have the time. Like it's just finding the time, man. That's so hard, isn't it? Between the podcast and my PT sessions and just riding, like being in the races that like the teams that I'm in, man, it's just hard. Yeah. Not enough hours in the day, and I'm not like you. I can't just exist on 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I need some sleep tonight. Otherwise, my day is going to be ruined tomorrow.
Especially at the athletics.
Yeah, I'll be falling asleep in the stands.
That's right. All right, there we go. Let's bring it on the screen. Get ready to join.
Oh, it's tiny in my screen.
Oh, can I change that? Probably not. Okay, so if you're new, you haven't done a quiz before, jump on, go open up a web page or on your phone if you've got to switch apps. Go to www.kahoot.it. There's a game pin on the screen. You've got to enter that. Or you can scan the QR code. By the way, Rob, how have my transitions been? I've added a new sort of transition.
Absolutely nailed it.
Just a little sliding around. I've got to sort of fix up a few things, but yeah. So jump in there, give us a name, choose an avatar. You don't have to create an account. You don't have to do anything that's laborious like that. Just put a name in, select a funny avatar, and you can jump on and go head to head with us. Well, head to head with us, head to head with Rob, because I create the quiz. I know all the answers.
Here's one. How about everyone who I beat has to do the challenge as well?
Oh.
Yeah, come on.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
No, well, you're welcome to join me. Who's AZ?
Arctic Zwifter.
Oh yeah. Jonathan Cuba, JD.
So there are 10 questions. They typically are all either multi-choice or they are true and false. Some are double points, some are not. I don't think I've got any double points in this one. So Zwift Ninja Boy just joined. Eddie's
Ninja
joined.
Boy? Is that the Green Ninja?
Oh, would it be? No, he would have said Green Ninja.
Would he? I don't know. Maybe he would.
Maybe not.
Do you know the Green Ninja is like a kind of mythical enemy of the Kaboomas?
That's right. No one knows who he is. He just keeps coming in and sniping all the sprints.
Yeah.
All right. Stevie J's there. Marky Mark. Yeah. Now this is a mixture. This particular quiz. I've been doing French for the last few. Who is the Green Ninja? So that's right, Steve. Who is the Green Ninja? But this is more of a general. There's a couple of French questions in there, but not too many. But
I really genned up on my Tour de France as well. I memorized all the stage winners.
Oh, really? Have you?
Yeah.
So who won stage 16?
Pog.
Stage 18?
Campnats.
Yep. Stage 19?
Pog.
Stage 17? Pog.
Stop it. You're just trying to get me to tell everyone the answers, aren't you? Damn you.
No. I have actually given some answers away during the show, so if you're listening carefully...
Okay. I wasn't listening to you.
You've already had some answers. Well, I'm not surprised. We had a lot of echo going on, and your headphones dropped out, and then your bike changed. Oh gosh! If this was a car, the wheels were falling off.
Oh, it was all right. It was good.
All right, so we'll get this happening. I've got 12. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah. Got Bob Bane, D-rated JD, D-rated.
Pat Butcher. Pat Butcher is.
We should have a competition for the most inventive name too. I do like the Bob Baines and the real Zwifty Zwifter and
Pat Butcher is a soap character, like a legendary soap character from an English soap called EastEnders.
Okay.
Name, I don't think.
Okay.
She has really big hooped earrings.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. There we go.
There you go. Well,
Pat Butcher. Oh, that's right. All right, let's get into this, shall we?
Yeah. Oh, man, I need a drink.
All right, episode 55. How well do you know your general knowledge? Now, it's Zwifting general knowledge, but there's a bit of Tour de France stuff in there. All right, and 2024 is which edition of the Tour de France? Is it...
I wanted to look this up, and I didn't. I knew you'd ask this. I knew you'd ask it, and I didn't look it up.
Is it the 112th, the 110th, the 113th, or the 111th?
I knew you were going to ask that. And I didn't know you were going to ask it. I just guessed that you might. And I didn't bloody look it up. I'm so annoyed with myself.
So what'd you guess?
Oh, I went 110. Oh, man.
No.
111. Oh.
Pat Butcher's already made out to a quick start off the line. That's good. I like to see that. You've already put Rob on the back foot.
Oh, man.
How much XP is now needed to unlock level 100 in Zwift?
Why do you do this? Why do you put them so close?
Yeah, I know. Well, if you know the answer, you know the answer.
It's just a guess now. Because everyone knows it's about 800,000, but no one knows the exact number.
I specifically said the exact number.
I wasn't listening to you. I'm in 8th place now. I've got no chance. Stop making them so close.
It's 807,000 XP you need to unlock level 100. Oh, Pat's putting the foot down. Rob, where are you? You're not even on the board yet, are you?
I haven't got one right yet.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see how we go. Come on. Pick your game up. Which team does Tadej Pogacar ride for?
You know he's the best cyclist in the world, yeah?
Yeah, why's that?
Why don't you know his name? Tadej.
Tadej. Oh, Tadej. All right. Yes, Team Emirates. You know what's interesting? Like everyone bags my whoosh because of the company it keeps, but no one bags Tadej for the team he rides for.
Yeah, I mean they're just
it's kind of interesting, isn't it?
Taking their wage, aren't they? He also works for a manager who's multiple serial manager of drug cheats as well. More bothers me.
All right, moving on. Next question before we get cancelled. Which Mercury Island route is the longest? Out of these 4, Countryside Tour, Castle to Castle, Chasing the Sun, and Turf and Surf, which one's the longest?
I don't know. Oh, God. This is embarrassing.
It's a little bit embarrassing, I've got to say. It is Turf and Surf at 24.1 kilometres, I think it is.
This
Andres
isn't a general knowledge quiz. This is just guess best. Look at the spread on the answers. It is, though.
Yeah, but it has to be that way, doesn't it? Because everyone knows a bit of something.
But this is what it's called. You're just making them all so close that it's not about knowledge. It's about, just guessing.
It is about knowledge. You've got to. If you know it, you know it. And obviously you don't. True and false. Duché France route travels in a counterclockwise motion. If you raced it, you know it. And obviously a few people haven't. All right. How are we going there? Oh, Zwift Ninja Boys moved up to the front. Andre's still there. Rob isn't even in the showing. And we're already up to question number 5. Zwift Ninja Boys got the last 3 right too. This is awesome. Tade is awesome. My wish is not. Pretty easy to distinguish. Yeah, fair enough. It's hard to argue with that, isn't it? All right. Question number 6. When do the Zwift World Series community races start? Now, I didn't actually bring this up. I was going to. But out of those 4 dates, September 1st, September 5th, August 29th, and September 19th, when do the community races start?
Oh, man.
Oh, yes. That was quite the spread there.
I think I've got to... They're just guesses. You just don't want me to win.
They're general knowledge. I can't just make it all about specific racing questions. We've done all the ones about power-ups and how long they go for and all that kind of stuff. It's really hard to come up with a quiz each week, I've got to say.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't mind.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'll forgive you. Not including event-only routes, how many France routes exist?
Oh, man. Do you really have to make them so close?
Well, there aren't that many, so it's kind of hard. I can't say there's 54. Are there 7? Are there 8? Are there 9? Or are there 10? Not including the event-only routes.
Oh, God.
Oh, there are 8. Lots of people thought 7.
7. Yeah, everyone's just guessing.
Arctic's moved up. Oh, does Andre have this for the first time? A first-timer coming in and winning as well.
Taking it.
I think, Andre, I think it's the first time you've been in it. Yeah. Yep. All right. Question number 8. Which London route monster is this? It's a graphic, so if you're listening, you'll have to come and check this out. Triple loops, the London Pretzel, the PRL half, or the PRL full? Now, if you don't get this, Rob... No, I haven't done it. Have you done it?
No. I've done bits of it. It doesn't really count, does it?
Just one of the climbs.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2.
Oh, Roy's joined in finally. Hey, Roy, how are you?
Hey, Roy.
Yeah,
Roy
it is
this. Roy does this as a warm-up, probably.
Yeah, this is like a weekly hit-out for him. He's just joined us live. Thanks, Roy. Okay, how are you moving up? Oh, JH is on the board. Andre's got this stitched up, I think. Although Eddie... There's still 2. He could still do it.
Eddie Hill, that'll be... That's the best name. I would think.
How much XP is unlocked after completing the PRL full?
Oh, go away.
If you were a true Zwift expert, you would absolutely know this.
Yeah, right.
A lot of people are probably madly trying to Google it. How much XP is unlocked on the PRL full? There we go. Yeah, it is 3,460. But you knew that, Rob, didn't you? Did you know that?
No, I was the furthest away.
What did you choose? Like, it was the 4,000. Yeah. I think, Andre's, 200 points. We'll see how we go in the last question. The last question isn't a double point, so Marky Mark has moved up. Oh, Rob's just dropped out on us. What's happened, Rob? Did you knock the camera out? Hang on 1 second. We'll see if we can get Rob back first. Rob! There he is. You back? You dropped out. There he is. Hello. All right. Last question. Question number 10. What is the first loop of the Zwift World Series? First race.
No idea. Actually, I think I do know this. I just guessed wrong. I think I do know this.
Yep, the Richmond Loop Around.
Oh, no, I didn't.
You didn't know it?
No, I didn't know it. I thought it was Shisha Shakedown.
How did Andre go? Let's see. Who's in third? Pat Butcher. Eddie H in second. Eddie Huell, is it?
Well, he's a famous cheat in Zwift.
Oh, okay. Andre!
Oh, yay.
I do have a clap noise, so I can't find it. I'm looking for... Oh, hang on.
Congratulations, Andre.
I do have it. There we go. Belated applause.
Atrocious from me. Embarrassing display.
Where did you finish, Rob?
I'd be very surprised if I wasn't last.
Yeah? I'm just going to see if I can... where do I find the results again? I've logged out of it.
I don't know.
I'll have to go back and look. All right. That, extremely as they say, is that. Hey, everyone, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
That was awesome. Gosh, we could just talk, can't we? Every time we think, we're not gonna have enough to talk about, and then like an hour and a half later, we maybe should finish this. Thanks very much. Just go back through. Andre, congratulations. Oh, so what was the challenge going to be? That if you lost?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We didn't come up with a challenge. Does anyone have a good challenge that I think Rob's probably going to ignore and not do?
Oh, I've done about 8 of these, and you've done 1 of 2 of yours. You've had 2 to do, and you've done 1 of them. I've done about 8 of them. Yeah, you got the balloons.
You got to win. You got to win.
I will do it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it this week. I wasn't going to be that miserable. I'm sorry.
Jonathan just suggested you got to finish the PRL full.
No.
The Ventop downhill com attempt. Oh.
The what?
The Ventop downhill com attempt. You've got to start at the top. He should do the Kraken. If I could make that public, I would. I don't know how I can do that, though. I don't know. I've got to go back to Zwift and get them to make that public. I've got to write it first and do the video. See how it goes.
Can you send them to people?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They are just little files.
I could probably export it and then you could import it, but let me do it first. So Ventop, what the last week you were meant to have done the what's that 30-minute one? The ringer.
Yeah, I'm not committing to anything more than 40 minutes.
Well, that's a 30-minute workout. Do you want to roll that over and we'll do that?
If Andre's got anything that he wants me to do, then I'll consider it.
Andre, where are you?
It's not fair that he just gets to choose one. I owe Mark at the ringer. I'll do the ringer.
Yeah, okay. Well. Andre, have you got a suggestion on what challenge Rob can do this week? By the way, if anyone's wondering what we're talking about, if Rob wins a quiz, I have to do a challenge, and we usually have a couple of options, and Rob will get to choose which challenge I would do. But if Rob loses to anyone else, then he has to do the challenge, and we usually come up with a couple of options, and the winner gets to choose. So in this particular case, Andre won, and we're just wondering if he's still in the chat there. I saw him a minute ago. If he's got any ideas on what kind of challenge Rob could do.
Or Pat Butcher came second.
Because we've tried things like in the past, like, did you do the HUD? You did the HUD race? Oh, one of my suggestions was, Andre, if you're interested in this one of my suggestions was that Rob has to do a race, but he has to do it with the camera facing him. Okay? So
should we just go with that if no one else says it?
I think if Andre do the KISS 100, how long is that? Is that like 100 minutes or 100 kilometers or 100 miles?
It's 100 kilometers. I do often like to do it actually. So, but I can't do it this weekend because I'm away. It's only on Sundays. I'm away.
Andre, are you happy if he does 100 kilometers? Man, that's a long race. Are you happy if he does one of the Z races, but the camera has to be facing him? Are you happy with that? because that way he kind of ticks off 2 things at once. Top camera down or helicam. Look, hey John, how are you, buddy? The helicam's not a bad one, but the problem is it kind of progressively zooms further and further out until you can't actually see the races. Have you noticed that?
I don't know what that is. What is it?
You know, the helicam. Well, yeah, it's
helicam.
Helicopter cam.
Yeah,
It's got
that's useless.
Yeah, but it kind of zooms too far out that you just can't see anything. I think that if he does a Z, I know the Z races are pretty easy for him, but I think if he does a Z race with the camera facing him,
they're not easy.
You make them look easy.
They're easy.
You make them look easy. You know that.
Not easy. Bloody hell! They killed me this week.
Andre, was that a? That's a. Let's go with that.
It is on
watching
Champs-Élysées.
backwards. Yeah. Oh, okay. But see, what's hard for you though is if someone gets ahead of you, it's really hard for you to see them.
Oh yeah.
And if you like to race at the back,
I do.
And I reckon that's going to be a really.
So I won't be seen anymore.
You can't. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be really annoying.
Yeah. Hence the challenge. Or he has to do a blindfolded race, and I have to DS. Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it? That would be super fun. That was Lee. Thank you, Lee. All right, there are 2 options: blindfolded and I DS, or he does a race but with the cam rear facing. Andre, pick one. Will be hard to draft like a king, says John. Yeah, it would. It's going to be super hard. TikTok, Andre. Oh, the blindfold race is a cool idea. Okay, that's all right. So we're going with that. So I'm going to crowdsource the DS. Ooh, no. Well, I'll stick with the DS. I'll do the DS. But Rob has to do it blindfolded.
That makes it doubly hard, though. Not only doing it blindfold, but also you DSing.
Yes, because I'm not very good at it anyway.
I'm only joking.
Hey, all right, we're doing that. I'm commentating on the final stage of the Sisu tour, which will be BST at Sunday night, 7 p.m. So, Rob, are you going to join me on this one, or are you going to give it a miss?
You
let me know.
Give it a miss. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. It'll probably just be me. So if anyone's everyone's in the Discord room. Just everyone's shouting instructions at him. Funny. Vincent's there. Hey, all. Back from a few weeks' absence. Oh, thank you. Welcome back, buddy.
Hey, Vincent.
Okay, so we'll do that. All right. Sisu, I think I'll put a link in the Discord channel, and you can check it out.
Yeah, your commentary was awesome last week.
Yeah, I've got to pump it up a little bit. I've got to get more excited when I do it because it's a TTT as well, so it's not going to be that interesting. And I've really got to put some energy into it. It's around.
When I thought I might be able to do it, I was looking up some pre-phrases that you could use, like classic commentary phrases.
Oh yeah, if you got some. Actually, I'll open up to anyone that's watching. If you've got some classic commentary phrases, I'm going to try and squeeze in as many as people list in the Discord chat. Okay, so if you've got a classic phrase you want me to say. Niall's asking, do you need a co-host? Niall, if you're interested, buddy. Yeah, for sure. I'll message you in the chat, or if anyone's interested in the co-host. Yeah, but if you got a classic race comment that you want me to say, I'll say it, but drop it in the Discord channel. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Rob. As always, any final parting comments?
No. Enjoy your racing and get out of the saddle and in the drops. There we go. It's all
right, guys. Thanks very much. Catch ya. Bye.